All right, so I'm not sure where Cindy is, but we were just going to get started. So, Julieta, did you do the homework? ¿Hiciste la tarea? Si no, está bien, but solo
No,
quiero preguntar.
no.
No, okay. So, estamos hablando de rutinas. And so, we're going to talk about this routine here. So, it says, today I got up early and start to clean snow and ice for about 2 hours and went inside the house and have a cup of coffee, eat breakfast, and sat down and talk to my wife for a little bit. When the phone rang, it was work, and they told me I have to go to work for a cleanup the snow until 4 o'clock. I went home and I stopped at a Mexican store and bought a few things for dinner. Got home and helped with the dinner, I think that is. And oops, hold on. And get ready for English class. The class took I think this is over 1 hour. We practice. Now, I like that you wrote this about your routine. Um, but let me ask you this, Vicente, do you always do things? Do you always do this? If you're talking, I can't hear you. Vicente, are you there?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Now that was my mistake. I thought now since you mentioned it was a
It's okay.
routine. No, it was just one day. I thought it was just like a daily
Like what you
basis.
did.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's what
Well,
I
yeah,
thought.
if it's like a daily basis, that's fine. But you
Hmm.
might not like do the same thing, like if you talk about it like per day.
Mm,
But
yeah.
I'm still gonna use this. But
Okay.
I want to help you write it in present simple to talk about like your routine. Because most of the words that you wrote here are like in past tense. It's like mixed with a little bit, which is fine. But we're going
Okay.
to like rewrite it.
Okay.
Just gonna make it smaller. All right, so we're going to revise this. So instead of saying today, right, if we're talking about your routine, right, we could say my schedule, my routine. How do you want to start off your paragraph?
Um, Probably let's catch up because that was only
Okay,
one day.
right, so my schedule, let's say for Mondays, just because it happened on Monday that you wrote.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're talking about actions that are happening in the present, instead of got, do you know what the correct version of the verb would be instead of got? Because got is in past.
Yeah.
Get, right? So I get up early to oops, to clean the snow. And again, it doesn't snow all the time, but for this example, we're going to
Mm-hmm.
use it as if like every day it snows, just to talk about
Okay.
it. Right, so I get up early to clean the snow and break and break the ice. for about, I think this is about. Oops. For about 2 hours. And you said I went inside the house and have a cup of coffee. So your have, that's good. Went is past, so what would it be in present?
Go.
Go, right? So I go inside the house and have, oops, a cup of coffee, eat breakfast, and sit down. Oops. Sit down to talk to my wife for a little. When, so the phone rings, right? So instead of saying when, because we're talking about your schedule, so the phone
Okay.
rings. It was my work, and they told me. So the phone rings, and we'll say, and I have to go to work for a cleanup, right? So instead of saying like, hold on, I'm trying to, instead of saying when the phone ring, it was work, right? That's happened in the past already.
Mm-hmm.
They told me, which again is past, that I have to go to work. We're going to say, for example, that every morning after you talk to your wife, you eat breakfast and have coffee, your job calls you to go to work. Like that's your routine.
Okay.
I have to clean, I have to go to work for a cleanup until 4 p.m. And then I go home and stop at the Mexican store to buy a few things for dinner. I help make dinner. I help make dinner and get ready for my English class. The class, oops, the class takes 1 hour. What did you want to say? Like we practice, like during the class we practice, or what did you want to say with that? Like we practice, because at the end. I can't hear you if you're talking.
Um.
What did
Well, probably. Well, like it was probably like we practice, or how will be better?
you
Like what
wanted
we
to say
did.
it together? Like the class is 1 hour and we practice? Like you want to say together or two separate ideas?
Separate.
Mm.
Separate? Because you can say like the class takes 1 hour and we practice English. Or you could say like the class is 1 hour. We practice English. Like either way is fine.
Mhm. Okay.
right? So again, when you're talking about routines, you want to make sure you're talking about the present, right? Lo presente. So we
Hmm.
went from that to I get up early to clean snow and break the ice for 2 hours. I go inside the house and have a cup of coffee, eat breakfast, and sit down to talk to my wife for a little. The phone rings and I have to go to work for a cleanup until 4 p.m. I go home and stop at the Mexican store to buy a few things for dinner. I help make dinner and get ready for my English class. The class is 1 hour and we practice English. So, can you read that?
The whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I get up early to clean snow and break the ice for about 2 hours. I go inside the house and have a cup of coffee, eat breakfast, and sit down, talk to my wife for a little. The phone rain or rains.
Rings.
Okay, rains, and I have to go to work for a cleanup into 4 p.m. I go home and stop in the Mexican store to buy a few things for dinner. I help make dinner and get ready for my English class. And the class is 1 hour, and we practice English.
Yep, good. Julieta, can you read it? Just to practice.
I get up early to clean snow and break the ice for about 2 hours,
Two
hours,
hours. Mm-hmm.
2 hours.
Yep.
I go inside the house and have a cup on coffee, eat breakfast, and sit down
Mm-hmm.
to te- to te-
Talk.
to talk to my wife for a little. The phone ring
Uh-huh.
and I have to go work for a clean up until 4 p.m. I
Mm-hmm.
go home and stop at the Mexican store to buy a
Few.
few things
Mm-hmm.
for dinner. I help make dinner and get ready for my English class. The class is 1 hour.
Yep.
We practice English.
Yep, perfect. Now, I know that you didn't do the homework, but can you tell us, Julieta, about your schedule? What do you do?
Mm,
¿Qué es lo que haces durante la semana? Y no tienes que decir todo, sino para poder practicar un poco
okay. Mm,
contigo. What's your schedule? Like, what do you do every day?
um, uh, ¿Cómo le digo?
In the morning, right? Let's start with
In
morning.
the
What do you do in the morning?
morning, 4 a.m.
Okay, so
me
4 a.m.
levanto. Um,
Right? So you get up. Okay.
get up, work.
Okay. We'll say work. Okay. What else?
Um, o sea, salgo a la 1 p.m., 1 p.m.
About 1 p.m. Okay. Okay.
Um,
What else do you do? ¿Qué más haces durante el día?
a lo mejor no te lo puedo decir en inglés, pero
No, you can say in Spanish. It's okay if you don't know
ok,
in Spanish.
ok, ok.
Yeah.
Llego a casa y
So
tengo
you
que
get,
preparar la comida.
I get home, prepare dinner. Okay.
Tengo que preparar la comida. um,
We'll say food,
Limpio la casa.
clean my house. Okay.
mm, Ya después me baño, veo un poquito la televisión.
You take a shower, watch TV. Okay.
Repaso un poquito de inglés, aunque
Okay. So
pocas palabras. Me
English.
pongo a estudiar palabras.
Okay. Anything else? ¿Algo más?
Pues ya es que sería todo porque todo se me va tiempo.
Yeah. All right. So Vicente, since you
Mhm.
already did your paragraph, you're going to help like Julieta. You're going to help her write her paragraph. So you're going to ask her questions in order to be able to write it similar to similar to what you did here. So I'm going to start the paragraph off, but then you're going to like finish it. So we can start off by saying every morning, or yeah, every morning, Julieta, right? How do you want to finish this? So this is what she
Every
said.
morning.
It's not a complete sentence. This is just
Okay.
information that she shared.
She gets up for work.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to add the time?
At 4:00 a.m. She gets up for work at 4 a.m.
Wait, 4 a.m. Okay, and then what's next? What do you want to put? Fix this.
She gets out of work at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
And she gets home and prepares food.
Okay.
And clean her house.
So do you want to make it one
No.
sentence, like a list, or is this a new sentence?
Oh. She
Or
goes
do you
home,
need to
prepare
ask
food.
her, or do you need to ask her more questions so that you can write the sentence?
No, that's fine. And clean her house. Oh, I had to set my house. Well, okay.
Well, it would be not my, it would be her, right?
Her house. She cleans her house.
Okay.
Takes a shower. Watch TV. And review English or English review.
And reviews English.
Okay.
Right. So every morning, Julieta gets up for work at 4 a.m. She gets out of work at 1 o'clock. She gets home and prepares food. She cleans her house, takes a shower, watches TV, and reviews English. Right, Julieta, can you read this? En vez de decir she, you can say, here, lo voy a hacer otra copia.
Room. Now. No. You gotta go.
Okay. Right. So if you see the difference, Julieta, right? We said your name, right? Usamos tu nombre, entonces el verbo cambia un poco, se pone un S, pero si estás hablando de ti, you're going to say I. So you can read this one.
Okay. Every morning I get up for work at 4 a.m.
Uh-huh.
I get up of work at 1 o'clock. I head home and prepare my food.
Yep.
I clean my house, take a shower, watch TV, and review English.
Yep. And then this word right here is just house.
House.
Yep, house. Good. So today I wanted to practice some conversation with you both. We're going to listen to it first. Oops, I think I did this out of order. Morning. Yeah. Okay, so this is a conversation between a man and a woman, and they are talking about their routine, right? They're talking about their routine, and they're talking about their morning routine, right? Their morning routine. This is what they're talking about. So we'll listen one time, and then I will show you guys the audio, and then we're going to talk about it. So, where'd it go? Okay.
Well, good morning, Ben. You're up early today.
Yeah, my alarm went off at 6:30. I usually hit snooze, but I decided to get up right away.
Nice. What's the first thing you usually do in the morning, like when you're back at school?
Honestly, I check my phone and then I wash my face and brush my teeth. You know, the usual boring stuff. What about you?
Well, I try not to look at my phone right away because it makes me sad. And it also gives me time to stretch for a few minutes, get ready for the day.
Well, stretching is a good way to start your day.
Do you usually eat breakfast? I can make us something.
Well, sometimes, I mean, if I'm in a rush, I just grab some toast or fruit, but on weekends, I make eggs or pancakes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, personally, I usually have cereal or yogurt with fruit. Gives me energy, but I don't make anything fancy normally.
Well, that makes sense. I'm always running late too.
Same here. My mornings always feel too rushed.
Right. Well, I think the rest of the family will be up soon. Then we can plan our day.
So, what words did you understand? I'm gonna put this in the middle. Right, what words did you understand? ¿Qué palabras entendiste? Aunque no sea oraciones. What words did you hear? ¿Qué escuchaste?
Que se lava los dientes.
Can you tell me in English?
Uh,
What words did you hear?
wash teeth.
Wash teeth, okay.
Que eat yogurt.
Eat yogurt. Anything else?
See TV.
See TV, okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay, that's it. What about you, Vicente? What did you hear or understand? What words did you see? If you're talking, I can't hear you.
What about now? Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Keep on cutting it off. Yeah.
Oh.
You might-
He gets early, like brush his teeth, use the bathroom, and
You said use the
I'm not sure.
bathroom?
I know. Read the papers, the newspapers. I think so.
Newspaper? Okay.
And she does exercise. She exercise.
Anything else?
Probably this.
That's it?
Probably.
Okay. All right, so we're going to listen one more time,
Okay.
but this time I'm going to show you the words so you guys can follow along. Let me make it bigger. Is this a good size? ¿Pueden ver bien? You guys see good or no?
No,
¿Está muy pequeño? O...
sí, está muy pequeño.
Ok. ¿Así o
Mm,
más?
sí.
¿Así está bien? O...
Está mejor. Sí, está mejor.
Lo puedo hacer más grande si quieren.
Okay.
A ver, un poquito más grande.
Like
Ahí
this?
está. Ahí está.
Okay.
Well, good morning, Ben. You're up early today.
Yeah, my alarm went off at 6:30. I usually hit snooze, but I decided to get up right away.
Nice. What's the first thing you usually do in the morning, like when you're back at school?
Honestly, I check my phone and then I wash my face and brush my teeth. You know, the usual boring stuff. What about you?
Well, I try not to look at my phone right away because it makes me sad. And it also gives me time to stretch for a few minutes, get ready for the day.
Well, stretching is a good way to start your day.
Do you usually eat breakfast? I can make us something.
Well, sometimes, I mean, if I'm in a rush, I just grab some toast or fruit, but on weekends, I make eggs or pancakes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, personally, I usually have cereal or yogurt with fruit. Gives me energy, but I don't make anything fancy normally.
Well, that makes sense. I'm always running late too.
Same here. My mornings always feel too rushed.
Right. Well, I think the rest of the family will be up soon. Then we can plan our day.
What else did you understand? What else?
Mm,
What else? ¿Qué más? Anything else? ¿Algo más?
Get up six story.
Say it again.
Get up.
Oh, get
Se,
up.
se levanta. ¿Es se
Oh,
levanta?
get up. Okay, yep, get up. Okay.
Six story.
6:30.
Que
Anything
come
else?
yogur con fruit.
Fruit. Okay. Yogurt and fruit.
um, es que le da energía.
6:30. My breast. ¿Y qué más? Sorry.
Que tomaba yogur con fruta
Yep, yogurt and fruit
le daba energía.
for energy. Okay. Anything else, or that's it?
That's
What about you, Vicente? Did you understand
Oh.
anything else?
The only thing I got at was that she always run late also too, like him. Because my dog is barking on the background. Mm.
Oops. Okay. So I have the audio script here. I want to do it this way. Can you guys see this okay? Is it too small? Is it good or no?
no, more.
Is that good?
Yep.
Okay, oops, okay. So who are the two people in the conversation? Who is talking? What two people?
Anna and Ben?
Right, so the two people in the conversation, right, is Anna and Ben.
Ben.
And we know that they are talking about, what are they talking about? Están hablando de qué? What are they talking about?
The early
What are
routine?
they talking? Right, they're talking about their morning routine, right? Their morning
Mhm.
routine.
Ella,
Right,
turn
their
it
morning
down.
routine. So now thinking about it, what time does Ben get up? What time does Ben get up?
Six.
What
When the
time?
alarm goes off at 6:30?
Right, so at 6:30. Right, so we know that the conversation, right, is between Anna and Ben, and that Ben gets up at 6:30. What does the oops? What does this word snooze mean?
I don't know.
Right? ¿Qué significa snooze?
It's not like when you just push it and it stops and comes back again. It's not that. Like the
Right,
alarm
that's
goes off.
snooze. Yeah,
Okay.
so snooze is when if you have an alarm for 6:30 and you want to sleep some more, and you're like, "Oh, wait, I need 5 more minutes." And you push the button, right? And then in
Mm,
5 more minutes the alarm goes again, right? So that's
okay.
snooze. Right? So the snooze button, right? That's to add more time to your alarm. So if you need to get up at 6:30 and you need 5 or 10 minutes, you just push the button with your phone. Oops. Hold on. What does Ben do in the morning, Julieta? What does Ben do in the morning? Right? ¿Qué hace en la mañana? What does he do in the morning? What does
Se
he do?
levanta.
What does he do? What does he do in the morning?
A la escuela. School.
Nope, not school. What does he do?
To get up. Right
So,
away.
uh-huh. Right, so get right away, yeah. So después de que levanta, ¿qué hace? What does he do? Él
Mm,
tiene como su rutina. Y dijiste aquí algo como de los dientes. What does he do? ¿Qué dice aquí? What does he do?
oye. The brush my teeth.
Teeth. Yep. So he brushes his teeth. ¿Y qué más? Hay dos cosas más en esta oración. What else does he do? Brush teeth, right? Lava los dientes. ¿Qué
My
más?
face. I wash my face.
Right? He washes his face. ¿Y qué más?
I check my phone.
Right? He checks his phone. So Ben wakes up at 6:30, right? And when he wakes up, what does he do? Right? ¿Qué hace? He checks his phone, he washes his
Wash my
face,
face
and he
y
brushes his
brush
teeth.
my teeth.
Right? And he brushes his teeth. Vicente, does Anna do the same thing? Does she have the same routine?
No. She's
No. Why not?
uh,
What does she do?
well, I'll try not to look on my phone right away. She's trying not to, but I guess she does because
Right? So, mhm.
it make her upset.
Right? So she doesn't have the routine, right? No tiene la misma rutina que Ben because one, the phone, right? It makes her sad. ¿Qué significa sad? What does sad mean?
Triste.
Right, triste. It makes her sad, right? So she does not check her phone. What does she do instead? Vicente, what does she do?
Stretch her for a few minutes.
Right, stretch. So she does some exercise for a few minutes, right? She stretch.
Stretch. Okay.
Right, so she stretches a little bit. Let me.
Ellie, are you done with that ham? Yeah. Sure. You're not gonna eat it later?
Can you guys see? Is it good or no?
Yep.
¿Está bien así? Okay. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. So now we know the conversation, right, is between Anna and Ben, right? Ben wakes up at 6:30. He checks his phone, he washes his face, and he brushes his teeth, right? But Anna, she does something different, right? She stretches for a few minutes. Julieta, what is Anna going to cook? Or what is she going to make for breakfast? What is she going to cook and make for breakfast?
Sometimes.
Right, ¿qué va a cocinar o hacer
Uh,
para desayuno? What's she going to cook or make for
uh,
breakfast?
Yogurt with fruit,
So fruit, and what else?
cereal or yogurt with fruit,
Right, yogurt with fruit,
Ellen.
cereal.
cereal, right? So, Julieta, is Anna going to cook? ¿Va a cocinar Anna? ¿Qué piensas? Si ella está diciendo que ella come nada más cereal y yogurt, is she going to cook? ¿Va a cocinar?
No.
No, right? She's not going to cook, right? She's not going to cook. Who is going to cook, Vicente? If they have breakfast, who's going to cook? Is it Ben or Anna? Who's probably going to cook?
I don't know. He always runs late too.
Yeah,
Then it
but
makes sense. I'm always running late.
yeah, that's true. But what person talks about making some kind of food?
Anna,
Anna, so she says she has cereal and yogurt. Who is most likely able to cook? It's not Anna, but it's Ben. What does Ben say?
yeah.
What does Ben say he can do?
Make eggs and pancakes.
Right? So Ben probably, right, will cook because he says, I can make eggs or pancakes. Right? Eggs or pancakes. Right? And what time do they get to work? What time do they get to work? What time?
Oh, what
When do they get to work? ¿Cuándo llega el trabajo? When do they get to work? When?
In the morning.
In the morning, pero ¿qué más? They get there in the morning, but what do we say about the time or when they get there? Llegan temprano, llegan tarde. What does it say?
late? Always late.
Here.
Right? They get there late.
Late, yeah.
Right? They get there late, llegan tarde a trabajo, right? Because, right, they feel too rush. Right? Siempre tiene prisa, right? En las mañanas. So again, the conversation was about Anna and Ben, right? Ben gets up at 6:30, and what does he do? He checks his phone, he washes his face, he brushes his teeth, right? But Anna, right? She does something different, right? Ella tiene una rutina diferente, right? She stretch, she does exercise, and then they talk about breakfast, right? Hablan de desayuno. So Ben, right? He likes to have toast, right? Pan, fruit, or sometimes he will cook with eggs and pancakes. But Anna is different, right? She will have cereal, she will have yogurt with fruit. Why? Because it gives her energy, right? And we know that both of them, right, los dos, right, llegan tarde al trabajo, right? They always get there late, right? Because nunca tienen suficiente tiempo, right? They always feel rushed, right? They always feel rushed in the mornings. So let's go back, morning routine here. Let's answer some questions so I can find it. All right, number one, what time does Ben's alarm go off? What time?
6:30.
Right, at 6:30. At 6:30. What does Ben usually do right after waking up? What does he do?
Check his phone.
Right, he checks his phone, right? Lo que hace primero, right? He checks his phone. What is the first thing Anna does in the morning?
Stretch. She stretch.
She stretches, right? She stretches, right? She does exercise.
Stretches.
She
I'm sorry. Yeah,
stretches.
stretches.
What kind of breakfast does Ben usually eat on the weekends? What does he usually eat on the weekends?
Eggs or pancakes?
Right, eggs or pancakes, right? How do both Anna and Bill feel in the morning? How do they feel in the morning? How do they feel?
Their mornings are short.
Mornings are too short, right? Because nunca tiene suficiente tiempo, right? They never have enough time, right? They never have enough time. So let's go back to Burlington English. Hold on. I'm going to pause my screen for a second. Okay, so I want to go over with you both present simple. And so we're going to practice in Burlington English for the last half of the class. So if you see here, there's a picture of two people, right? And it says, I work at a restaurant. Do you work at a restaurant too? There are some words here, work, right? They're in black. And then at the bottom, it says, no, I don't. I don't work at a restaurant. So we're going to All right, so we're gonna practice reading. Vicente, you can be Arturo, and then Julieta, you can be Carla.
Okay. All right. Starting now?
Yep.
Okay. Do you like your new job at the computer store?
Yes, I do. I help customers with computer.
Mhm.
Does your wife like her new job at the restaurant?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't like her boss.
Yep. Now you guys are going to switch. Julieta, you will be Arturo, and then Vicente, you will be Carla.
Do you like your new job at the computer store?
Yes, I do. I help customers with computer. Does your wife like her new job at the restaurant?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't like her boss.
Right, perfect. So, what is this talking about? What is it talking about? What's the conversation about?
¿De un nuevo trabajo?
Can you tell me in English?
New job.
A new job, exactly, right? A new job. I'm gonna put it here. And who is having a new job? Who's getting a new job? Who? ¿Quién? Who?
Arturo?
Carla.
Is it Arturo?
Ah,
No,
no,
Carla.
Carla.
Right, Carla, right? So Carla is getting a new job. Who else has a new job? ¿Quién más? Who else has a new job?
Arturo too?
Not Arturo.
No. Oh, his wife,
Right? So Arturo's wife, right?
Arturo's wife. Yes.
Right, la esposa de Arturo, right, is also has a new job, right? Because Carla says, "Does your wife like her new job too?" Right? Where does Arturo work? Where does Arturo work, Julieta? Where?
¿Custom? ¿Dónde?
Yep, where? ¿Dónde trabaja Arturo?
En computer store.
Yep, in the computer store, right? So he works there. Vicente, where does Arturo's wife work? Where does Arturo's wife work?
It's the restaurant.
At the restaurant, right? Julieta, does Arturo like his job? Or sorry, not Arturo. Does Carla like the job?
Mm,
Does Carla like her job?
do you like?
Does Carla, si Carla le gusta su trabajo? Does she like it?
Yep.
Yes, right? She says, yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Right? So Carla, she likes her job, right? Why does she like her job, Vicente? Why? ¿Por qué? Why? Why does she like her job?
Because she helps customers with
Right.
computers.
Right, so she helps customers with computers. Julieta, ¿qué significa help en español? ¿Sabes?
Ayuda.
Yep, ayuda. Yep. Yep, ayuda. Perfect. And what about Vicente, Arturo's wife? Does she like her job?
No, she doesn't.
Right, she does not like her job. And why?
Because she don't like her boss.
Right? She doesn't like her boss. Right? She doesn't like her boss. So let's look at these questions. True or false? Carla likes her new job. Is that true or false?
True.
¿Verdadero o falso?
Verdadero.
True.
True?
True.
Okay, true. Carla works in a restaurant.
True.
Or true? Okay. Arturo's wife likes her new job.
False.
Because you come out here and you start.
And Arturo's wife doesn't like her boss.
True.
True.
What was it?
True.
True.
Okay. Right? Who works in the restaurant? ¿Quién trabaja en el restaurante? Is it Carla?
Arturo.
Ellie, turn it down.
Who
Oh,
works?
Arturo's wife.
Arturo's wife, right? So that one is false because Carla, right, works at the computer store, right? Carla trabaja en la tienda de computadoras, right? Right, so let's talk a little bit about simple present. So we've been working with a lot of verbs, right? And so the thing to remember is that you use simple present when you want to talk about things people do every day, right? Cosas que hace todos los días ustedes o alguien más. The only thing you need to remember, right, is when you talk about él, ella, una cosa, sea un animal, you need to put S, right? So I work, you work, we work, you work, they work at a restaurant. Lo que quieres decir, lo que hacen. But if you talk about he or she, you're going to put an S, right? So he or she works, right? He or she works. Y puedes cambiar el verbo para decir hablar, like he talks, she talks. It doesn't matter the verb. In negative, right? I don't work, you don't work, he or she doesn't work, we, you, and they don't work. So remember I explained, I want to take a quick picture of this.
Hacen.
Right, so remember I explained here, we don't say, voy a usar rojo. Para decir que no haces una actividad, vas a usar don't or doesn't. Depende de lo que estás hablando, de quién. We don't say I no work, right? Eso no está bien. Si dices I no work, it's I don't work, right? So don't and doesn't. Don't and doesn't. I'm going to skip that. So let's practice here first. I'm going to make it bigger. Right, so here's some sentences. Aquí están las oraciones, right? And I want you guys to tell me what the verbs are, right? Career counselor helps students. What is the verb? ¿Qué palabra es la acción? In number 1, career counselors help students.
Help.
Help, right? La acción
Help.
es ayudar, right? Help.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Julieta, Ellen answers the phone at work.
La acción.
Yep.
Work.
¿Qué palabra es? Yep. En la oración. Ellen answers the phone at work.
Work.
Not work, porque eso es trabajo.
Answer.
Answers, right? Answers. Number 3, Vicente. What is the verb in the sentence? Marina
Use.
uses a computer, right? Use, right?
Use.
Uses a computer. Number 4, Julieta, I drive a taxi at night.
Drive.
Drive, yep. Vicente, number 5, he works in an office.
Work.
Works. And number 6, Julieta, Alice reads books at night.
Reads.
Reads. So if you notice, right, los sujetos, it says, number 1, career counselors help students. What is the subject? Right, what's the subject in number 1? El sujeto en número 1. Estamos hablando de
Student.
quién?
Students. Yeah.
Not students, but
Oh, career.
yep, right, las consejeras de carreras, right? Es el sujeto que ellos, right, ayudan los estudiantes. Number 2, Ellen answers the phone at work.
Ellen.
Ellen, right? So, ¿quién está haciendo la acción, right? It's Ellen. Number 3, Marina uses a computer at work. Who's the subject?
Marina.
Right, Marina, right? Marina is the subject, right? Ella usa la computadora, right? She uses the computer. Number 4, I drive a taxi at night. Who's the subject?
I.
I, right? Que yo, right? Number 5, he works in an office. Who's the subject?
He.
He, right? He. And number 6, Alice reads books at night. What's the
Alice.
subject?
Alice.
Alice, right? Right? So Alice. Any questions? Any preguntas?
No.
No? Okay. So now this is negative, right? Negativo, right? Para decir que no hace una acción. So number 1, my parents don't work. What's the action? What's the acción in number 1? My parents don't work.
Work.
Right? My parents don't work, right? Don't work.
Work.
Number 2, Marco doesn't talk to his friends every day.
Doesn't take.
Doesn't talk.
Talk.
Right? Doesn't talk. Number 3, I don't go to school on the weekends.
I don't go.
Yep, don't go. My children don't eat lunch at home.
Don't eat.
Right? Don't eat. Number 5, Rico doesn't live in Florida.
Doesn't live life.
Right? Doesn't live, right?
Live.
And number 6, Sarah doesn't like cold weather.
Doesn't like.
Doesn't like.
Right? Doesn't like cold weather. So I want to practice just reading this. So, oh, that doesn't really matter. Julieta, you can go first. So you're going to just read the sentences.
Career.
Career. Counselors.
Counselors help students.
Mhm.
Helen answer the phone at work.
Yep.
Marina use a computer at work.
Mhm.
I drive a taxi at night.
Yep.
He works in an office.
Yep.
Alice read books at night.
Perfect. Vicente.
Career counselors help students.
Mhm.
Ellen answers the phone at work.
Mhm.
Marina uses a computer at work. I drive a taxi at night.
I think she has
He
it.
works in an office.
Yes.
Alice
Yes.
reads a book at night.
Yep. And then Vicente, you can, if it loads, you can read these ones.
My parents don't work. Marco doesn't talk to his friends every day. I don't go to school on the weekends. My children don't eat lunch at home. Rico doesn't live in Florida. Zara doesn't like cold weather.
Perfect. And Julieta.
My parents don't work.
Mhm.
Marcos doesn't te-
Talk.
talk to his friends every day.
Mhm.
I thought go to school on the weekends.
Mhm.
My children don't eat lunch at home.
Mhm.
Rico doesn't live in Florida.
Mhm.
Sarah doesn't like cool water.
Yep, cold weather. Right, so I'm going to give you guys homework, right? Voy a dar ustedes tarea. And the homework is going to be to practice using these verbs, right? So quiero que ustedes practiquen usando los verbos que están aquí. Hold on. So help, answers, uses, drive, works, reads, and then también van a escribir oraciones simples en el negativo con don't work, doesn't talk, don't go, and don't eat. So voy a poner un screenshot de las oraciones aquí para que lo puedan usar como un ejemplo. Pero vas a escribir oraciones simples con el sujeto y el verbo nada más. Si quieres poner algo extra, puedes, pero no es necesario. So let me put this here. Any questions? Any preguntas? Right, so you're just going to write, like I said, one sentence. So total, you should have, let me see, 6. Yeah, you should have 12 sentences total, right? 12 oraciones total con los verbos en positivo y negativo. ¿Está bien?
Sí, está bien.
Okay, perfect. So I will see you guys on Monday. Remember that the class starts at 7, right? Recuerda que comienza a las 7 lunes.
Okay.
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 Thank
Yep.
you. Good
You're
night.
welcome.
Gracias.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.